Talked for like 5 minutes, but we couldn't stop. I mean, it was so good, you know what I'm saying? So we ran into that problem that it was just, when we started, the rappers started to come in slow. By the end, my phone was full. I had 50 MCs trying to be in the film once we got it started. But these guys were there when it jumped off.
I would channel my inner Chris Rock. That was a little weird at times. Yeah, I would actually be like doing Chris Rock, trying to do Chris Rock in the writing, which was, you know. But I wanted the character to be its own thing, you know. I mean, you know, and I think that's why Chris, you know, wanted to do it also, is that the character is Mingus, you know. It's, you know, so I think for him, I think that was the fun part as well, you know.
We created the character. That I created the character.
Is that your side of the story? Is that your side of the story, Chris?
I didn't. No, they wrote the script, and you know, if she wrote any bullshit, I wouldn't say it. But the rest of it, no. I loved the script. I read it, and I agreed to do the movie. That's it.
Get the mic to her.
Do I understand French? No.
We got the French.
Not at all, but it worked for the movie because he didn't speak French in the movie. So it was, when I was confused in the movie, I was really confused.
What inspired the story?
Just relationships, Jaws, and just like the feeling of being surrounded by shark or like danger, you know. I don't know, I always think of Jaws when I write movies. I don't know why, it's the weird movie that comes to my mind all the time. I don't know why, it's really weird, but it's starting to...
Obama's election.
Obama's election? Not really, no, not really.
That took your style, so talk about that a little bit.
Well, we shot this film for the most part digitally on the Sony F3 cameras. Great work again by, I like to say first that when you talk about the look of the film, it's not just cinematography. That was Kerwin, but it's also production designer. Sarah Frank, who was a costume designer. Emilio Sosa, all those people, hopefully under the leadership of the director, put the look on the, you know, on what's up on the screen. So it was very well thought out. We shot this film in 19 days. The reason why James and I were able to do it so quickly is that we knew that we had a limited amount of resources. So the whole film was shot within a 10-block area in the Red Hook projects. There was Super 8 stuff that we shot. Then we used stuff that Jules has shot on his iPad 2 and 2. So all those things determined the look, and then we had great special effects, look effects, Technicolor was great. So everybody contributed to look at this film. And when and I want to also thank you very much, because you were the very first audience that has seen this film. And do me a favor, when you go out and talk about it, please tell them this is not a motherfucking sequel to Do the Right Thing. All movies return. Please. This film is what I call another installment on my own Chronicles of Brooklyn. The great borough of Brooklyn, New York, the Republic of Brooklyn. The first installment, the first Chronicle installment was She's Gonna Have It Back in 1986, Do the Right Thing, 1989. I forgot the year for Clockers, forgot the year for Brooklyn. But here we are back in 2012, and hopefully we'll continue, showing the many different levels of the borough that I love.
I don't think religion is a timely event. It's something that is, is part of this culture, this country, this very conservative country in many ways, partly because of religion. Spike and I were sitting in the diner, and we just started talking about making a multi-dimensional portrait of a young African American. That's a young boy. And then Spike mentioned he'd done a commercial with the basketball player Carmelo Anthony in Brooklyn at 79 Lorraine Street, which is right around the corner from the building where I used to live, because I'm from Red Hook too. And then it just started, and then, of course I grew up in the church and very religious. I mean, not very religious, but I went to church more than most people in this room did. And I'm very grateful for that, And so some of these things were very difficult for me to write personally. And some of these things, Spike and I talked through, we had lots of very heated discussions about some of this stuff. But, you have to be, especially about the scene and the flashback scene. And Clark will tell you that, he can speak for himself, I'm sure. When I mentioned to him yesterday, it was one of the most difficult things he's ever had to do. But we wanted to be honest to the truth. In Black American life and in regular American life, people don't really talk honestly about religion. But I still believe in God, I still believe in Jesus. In fact, this film has helped me believe in Jesus and believe in God even more. Thank
you. Is it available for purchase, the soundtrack, or when?
Not yet, but it will be. Thank you so much.